So we're up here at Lackawanna State Park. We're gonna hike to Big Bass Pond, which is a forgotten place up here at Lackawanna State Park. Used to be a popular fishing destination. I used to go down there, would always see people on the banks fishing. And now it just seems like the paths have gotten overgrown. Every time you go up the middle island, you run into a black snake. And I'm not sure if you can even still go around the outside of the pond like you used to be able to do.
I don't think so.
Adjacent to it is Bullfrog Pond, which is even more overgrown. Nice thick layer of green across. It's really a beautiful thing to see, but it's not really a destination up here at Lackawanna State Park anymore. But it is for us because of the sentimentality, you know, of a reminder of what used to be here. But we're taking the long route here, going up the street, because to get on before we get on the Big Bass Pond path, we're gonna go past Aspen overlook. It's gonna be an amazing view. So, perhaps a reason to stay tuned. So, what does one take on a hike of this extent?
Well, for energy and food source, seeds, because it's easy. You don't need to like carry it. You do it with your hands. You throw them in your mouth and eat them. For a beverage, the Weiss brand, of course, natural spring water. And I got my phone.
There you have it. That seems to be the essentials. What I did is before we left, I chugged a bunch of water, and I figured I'd carry it in my stomach rather than carry it with me. Perhaps a lighter load. I don't think that's recommended though.
No, I think I'm gonna try to, use this as we go. I mean, I'm not a camel, so I can't really store water like that. But to each their own,
So we're stopping by this parking lot. This used to be, well, now it's parking for the Fox Run Loop, but it used to be parking for the ledges, which were backpack sites. So the ledges, oh yeah, there's a groundhog or a beaver. What was that?
There's a groundhog.
So something go up under that rock there. Yep, there he is. Hey. Look at that guy.
Hey.
There he goes, that's where he lives, right there. But appropriately named the ledges, because there's these rock ledges along here. And I guess it goes out to Aspen Overlook. But now I don't see any trace of a path going in there. I thought there used to be some picnic tables and stuff. I don't know. See where that tree stump is down there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get down there because that looks like a little bit of a clearing.
Not bad, yeah.
Just to kind of get a better vantage point, perhaps.
You might be able to go through here.
So, snack.
Or that way.
Yeah, I think here might be a good bet. And if you look at this, there's some man-made things here. Right, there's a reflector on this board. So I feel like this is something, I don't know. Maybe not.
Definitely could have been.
But it looks like this is where we'll start to level out for some campsites and stuff, But I'm not sure I ever actually walked down in here when I was younger. So I'm not sure where the trail would have went. There's some remnants of perhaps a trail that goes down through here. But I don't see picnic tables or anything left. I would think there would be something, fire rings, because a lot of times around here they'll just kind of leave stuff.
Yeah.
Don't
see anything.
let it get overgrown. But that's the ledges. So here we are, coming up on Aspen Overlook. It's going to be a cool view.
From last year.
Yeah, they added a new bench because it was kind of falling apart here. So here it is, Aspen Overlook, 1977.
They're definitely doing
And
some
yeah,
work. I wonder what they're building.
what are they doing down there? Can you still get down the road? Yeah, you can. There's the road down there. But all this area has been stripped. Not sure what they're doing. But way across on the mountain, you can see a farmhouse over there. And a farm. Kind of zoom in on it there. And these are some of the original old benches that they used to have here. And they're still here. These things have probably been here since 1977. And then there's another one over here in the woods, kind of off to the side, forgotten. And what's cool is on the side of this bench, it says Lackawanna State Park, LSP. That's what that stands for. So back in the day, you used to walk down to this bathroom and you'd come down this path, which went through the woods. And there were blackberry bushes along, as we were just talking about. And it was all wooded to the left over here. And you go down there a little bit and down the hill into this wooden playground. I think there were some picnic tables down there and stuff. It was like a whole area. There were some more sparse trees over this way. Might have been a little picnic area, was there? Do you remember there being picnic tables down there and stuff? I don't know. But I know there was a parking lot over there.
Yeah, I remember the parking lot, like an open grass field in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. And across that parking lot, that's where there were some walk-in sites.
Yeah.
And then right there, where that fence is, you go down the hill. A path that goes down through the group camping area to the lake. So, yeah, they're doing quite a job on this area, whatever they're doing.
Save the turtles.
I don't know if you remember, back this way, this bathroom, the toilet used to make a noise. You would flush it and it would go, and we used to get scared as kids, like running out of the bathroom.
I wonder if it still makes a noise.
We're gonna have to test it out. It'd be cool to have one of those to get around.
Oh yeah, I would cruise around on that. All right, so here we are on the trail that heads down to Big Bass Pond. And it looks like they have a fairly new sign up here, which is nice to see. The Grouse Trail and the Woodland Trail, 29 and 28. And some kind of a rib bone, perhaps. Maybe a warning sign from Bigfoot. Don't go down here.
Might be. Because we're probably the only people that have been down here for a couple of years.
And it's been a couple years since we've been down here.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time I remember it being fairly overgrown.
Yeah.
So
If we were to do a race, who do you think would win?
here we see, if we look over this way, there's the Woodland Trail. But continuing straight ahead, just around the bend, should take us out to Big Bass Pond. And what a beautiful area, covered with ferns. And there's the trail coming down to Big Bass Pond here. Thought I heard a dog. And one thing that's neat about Lackawanna is you have the remnants of these rock walls that perhaps farmers used to put up to kind of line their property. And they just extend through the woods here. And you can tell that these things took hours, not hours, days probably, to build, to collect all the rocks for. And right in here, we can kind of catch a glimpse of a part of one. And you can really see the extent of the work. I'm not sure what the era of this is, but I'm sure it's probably prior to the 1900s. and now they just kind of extend through the woods, overgrown, reclaimed by nature. Cows in the distance.
It's a Bigfoot.
I didn't get it on video. I think that's a Bigfoot.
This could be our moment.
I know.
Ah, no, it's people. I can see them from here coming up the path.
This is awkward.
Did they see you running away?
No.
I
Good.
don't think so.
That was big. Listen.
Is that just a natural tree fall?
Did
It
you hear
could have
that?
been.
Did you hear?
Did you get that tree falling on video?
I did get the tree falling on video. The sound of it, yes. We didn't see where that tree fell. Now, that sounds like it's coming back from the direction where those people went, right? So those people said that the trail's not labeled well down here, and it's fairly well overgrown. People we passed in the path who were most likely making those noises, but we don't know what caused this tree to fall over here. That was pretty intense. Could have been something natural, I don't know. But here we are at Big Bass Pond. Let's check it out.
It's not as green as it used to be. It used to be like really green.
Not this one. That's the Bullfrog pond that used to be green.
I wonder how deep it is. Like on the sides. Let's test it out. See this long little stick? Let's test how deep it is.
You hit the bottom?
Yep.
All right, pull it up. Let's see how deep it is. Okay, not bad. About 2 feet maybe.
Yeah. Maybe it gets deeper over here though.
Could be deeper out in the middle.
Yeah. I think that's the path that you guys went down and you guys encountered like a snake.
Yes. This path down the middle here gets pretty intense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know.
One year though, we did make it to the other side. There's nothing really to see, but we did get there.
Wasn't there a bench down there or something?
Apparently there used to be. I don't think there is anymore.
Are those all lily pads? Or those the slimy things that we saw at the other pond? They were like really slimy for some reason, like at the bottoms of them.
I don't know.
Oh, I think they are. See? They have the red stems and stuff.
Okay, so we're coming back around here. Just want to see how far we can get around Big Bass Pond before we encounter a roadblock or a danger noodle.
Sounds like a woodpecker.
I heard a wood knock.
Yeah, I heard something out there.
I need this stick.
Please don't break my stick.
Nothing.
Hmm. There's a remnants of a path in there and a board, like a man-made board laying down across a ditch.
Yeah, that's odd. Where does this path go to?
I don't know. I don't recall ever following it. I see some kind of a clearing up here.
Sinkhole maybe? Road? Maybe it's the abandoned road.
I hear cars.
Is it the abandoned one?
It's not the abandoned road. It's the rear entrance to the park. And I think somewhere along here there's remnants to a fairgrounds that used to be here.
A fair?
Yeah, they used to have fairgrounds with horse racing and everything else.
Interesting.
Way back, I think before they built the lake.
That's cool. I wish they still did that.
So should we go back down there to Bullfrog Pond?
I guess so.
All right, let's do it.
See if we can find a Bigfoot too.
Yeah, back to the direction of where that tree fell.
Definitely something.
Something over there. Yeah.
What are those light spots in the water?
Algae, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely something out there in the woods. That's for sure. As we're heading back, we got Big Bass Pond to the right. And this trail leads over to Bullfrog Pond.
An Eagle Scout project.
Oh, nice. Because 2016. So I will say at one point, this was overgrown.
Yeah.
And it was, when you walked from Big Bass to Bullfrog, you were walking through snake country. It was all high weeds.
Oh, yeah.
There was a very narrow path.
This would be kind of fun to do though.
I guess the Boy Scouts had enough. We're looking for Bullfrog. So we can say, Rabbit.
Yeah, and what's strange is that I mean, I guess it could have been a deer,
Yeah, that's true.
but the weird thing is it came from the same direction that tree was pushed down.
There's woodland.
So yeah, we see woodland up here, and then Bullfrog. We can see the green glow through the forest off to the right, and they did an awesome job.
Wow.
Putting up new signs here, restoring the path, and look, you can see the farmer's wall through the woods there
I heard a bullfrog already.
along Woodland Trail. Here's the Bullfrog Pond.
Ribbit.
I remember you dropped like a big rock in here. Is there any rocks? Why is it all green?
Algae, I suppose. There's a little frog right there. Same, he's right there. He just hopped in when I came walking close here.
Ribbit.
I wonder how deep it is now.
And I can hear some bullfrogs off to the right here.
No doubt about it.
Not sure what's missing from this post, but perhaps there used to be a path that went around Bullfrog Pond.
I don't know if that exists anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a little pull off. I also haven't seen a sign that even says Bullfrog.
I haven't either. So, Bullfrog Pond, is this actually labeled on a map, or is this just something we nicknamed Bullfrog Pond years ago?
Or they removed the name.
Said it's definitely not a highlighted attraction anymore here at Lackawanna State Park.
They left it the rock.
Yeah, once we get up here, the path goes away. Is that a rock ledge? Did we find caves? Is this caves? We could be wandering into Bigfoot country right now. It could be right here, right in front of us. We never even realized it. Yeah, I just never noticed these rock ledges here before, have you?
I don't remember.
There's no caves.
Yeah, there is. Right there.
Yeah, way under there. Maybe something big enough for a beaver.
A hole.
But
I never noticed there was a hole there.
we can really get a neat look at this rock wall here, though.
Oh yeah. That's vintage.
So here it is. Look at the work that went into this thing, huh? And they're just all over here. They go on endlessly through the woods. Yeah, that's true. Anything interesting?
Not really.
Yeah, and Bigfoot, he may know that people don't come back here, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we know it.
If we know, I'm sure Bigfoot knows. I think there's something about this. I noticed it from down there, and it looks like an old road would have gone up here. You notice from down there, you notice this ledge?
Yeah.
How it's got such a grade that comes down just perfectly as it would have come from here. It's one of those things that it would be good to look at an old railroad map, because an old railroad map would show you where the roads were in the area. And I'm seeing what looks like, could just be an illusion, but it looks like where the tires would go, here and here. So to come down this road, right? And then off to the right, we got Bullfrog Pond, where we just came from. Yeah, it looks like it just came down here, and then for some reason this part of the road was well preserved. And when I'm standing here, like, I can see, I mean, you can see the space between the trees. The trees on either side. Some of the smaller trees that grew up in the middle of it.
New, yeah.
Right? So this could go back to the original town of Prickly Ash, perhaps. It could be remnants of the fairground that was here. But once we get down to the bottom here, we lose track of this road. I mean, there's a path that looks like it used to go along there, and people used it as a path probably as recently as like 20, 30 years ago. I don't know. I've never been on it, but just judging by how overgrown it is. And then same with up here, or it could just be a deer path, but not 100% sure.
Can't really explain this. I don't think a human could do that, but this tree is very small that there's really no reason. So a possible explanation could be some rotting in here, but that could be due to the fact that it's been torn down, and that happened as a result.
Yeah. It almost looks like something scraped away at it, maybe.
Yeah.
Hold that up there. Let's get a look at this side of it here. Kind of.
I got it.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like something maybe even. I don't know, there is some rotting in here, yes.
So that's possible.
Right
Ew,
here.
there's a spider.
But did something scrape away at it here? I don't know. Yeah, there sure is. Oh, what was that?
Gunshot.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, there's hunters and we're supposed to wear
Yeah. We're not
orange.
gonna make our way out of here.
Yeah.
Did you hear something over there?
Yeah, I heard like a wood knock.
Yeah, look at this storm coming in here. It was a very loud noise that we heard in the distance that time. Now, I'm not 100% sure what it sounded like a tree. And it's interesting because coming down here, we heard what sounded like a tree being pushed over. And now leaving, we heard what sounded like a tree being pushed over. Granted, it is windy. There's a storm coming in. What do you see down there?
Another one.
You just saw something.
We gotta be careful here.
Was that I saw a branch come flying out in the
Yeah, I did too.
in the path.
We want to move quick here so we don't get anything falling on us.
I saw it fall.
It could have been that tree, but
It was this branch right here.
that sounded way bigger than.
No, I saw
This is what I saw come flying out in the path.
No. I saw something in the woods. Like a big gray thing fall. Yes, I did.
A big gray thing fall, like a branch, like a big log or something.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean this one. It did sound bigger, but I saw
I saw it fly out too.
Yeah, I saw that one fly
I
out.
saw one over there, I swear. It was not that little thing.
And we got another tree break up there.
Yeah, I did see that. This tree's leaning pretty hard too. I don't know what's down there, but a lot of activity at this time of day. That was the first time I think I've ever been there this late. Down back in the backwoods of Lackawanna. And we're isolated down there. No one really goes there. Lots of activity now.
Yeah.
It is explainable. You know, a lot of it, especially once the wind started, but before the wind started, there was no breeze even. And that was when the big tree fell. After that, we heard two other trees fall. The first one was really big. Heard it out there and it was quick. First one was slow, second one was quick. Third one was a big crack and a stick flying out into the path.
But how do you explain those wood knocks? Because there were some serious wood knocks too.
I don't know. And that was after the people left too.
It was. It was. They were small wood knocks, like not like a loud
No.
crack, but they were sure enough knocks. So really an unexpected, like you said, an unexpected Bigfoot expedition. We went down there to Big Bass Pond just to check it out for nostalgia. Bullfrog Pond, place that people didn't go, or we didn't think they still went much, but it was cool. We saw some people coming back from there. They were whooping. You know, I think they were responding to our Bigfoot calls.
Yeah.
But once they got up the road a little bit, it sounded like there was something else still down there.
100%. And I thought at first, if I'm being honest, I thought they were playing a trick, like a prank.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he was talking to us, I thought maybe they left their buddy down there.
Right. Right.
But I don't know. And you did mention right about there's a little piece of bone, and you said this could be a Bigfoot warning.
Yeah, yeah. And it's interesting because when we went down there and we heard one of those whoops, it sounded like it was coming out from that road that we walked out to.
Yeah.
Which was the opposite direction in which they went.
Yeah.
Could have been voices carrying through the woods.
And that's the problem with the whoops. Like, you know if it's a human or Bigfoot.
Right.
That sounded like a human. Like,
I mean, most of them did, but there was multiple, so.
That's true.
Well, the first one didn't really sound humanish.
Yeah, because we ran on that one.
Yeah. Because he started running, then I started running, so I got like a late start.
Right. But we got to see Big Bass Pond. We got to see Bullfrog Pond. Nice to see that the Cub Scouts have been keeping it up as far as 2016. Path was open, and you could actually walk between the two.
Cows.
Cows. So that's another thing to take into fact. You hear the cows in the field.
Where are the cows?
Across the valley, there's a
They're
farmer's
loud.
field over there.
They're loud.